Head R, Ministry of Law, Mr. Christopher De Souza. Yeah, you can take all the three cards together.
Mr. Chairman, I beg to move that the total sum to be allocated for Head R of the estimates be reduced by $100. A Forbes article entitled "Singapore, What Happens When a Nation State Endorses Legal Innovation?" stated, I quote, "The Singapore Academy of Law has identified 3 separate interlocking areas of focus for legal innovation and transformation. 1, fostering a global perspective. 2, adaptation of technology to advance and democratize legal service delivery. And 3, human-centered capability building through education and training," unquote. These are important components to further secure Singapore as a global and regional legal hub. Furthermore, an effective and efficient legal system, a good body of legal precedents, effective international dispute resolution bodies such as SIAC, Maxwell Chambers, SICC, the courts, a qualified legal bar, in-house counsel and AGC make for an excellent and formidable formula for the further growth of Singapore as a legal hub. What measures will MinLaw undertake to further bolster Singapore's reputation as a regional and global legal hub? Another important aspect is promoting the use of Singapore law. How will MinLaw help to promote Singapore law as the law of choice governing domestic, international and cross-border agreements at the time the parties sign those agreements? This will ensure Singapore law's body of case precedents is relevant and applicable to the rapid changes in how business is conducted. The more Singapore law is used, the more relevant it becomes and the more parties will want to choose it. The net effect is the development of Singapore's jurisprudence, not only locally but regionally and quite possibly globally. Thus, how will the Ministry support the increased use of Singapore law as the governing law in contracts and Singapore as the jurisdiction in which rights arising from the contract are adjudicated upon should disputes arise? Next, Mr. Chairman, civil and commercial disputes are getting more complex, with cross-border parties a now regular occurrence in proceedings. Similarly, cybercrimes and the transitional nature of some syndicates make criminal cases making their way to court more varied and complicated. With further criminological studies into how early intervention in youths can deter them from crime, sentencing flexibility is needed in our community courts. How are we developing each of these legal spheres and the important partners in them, being the courts, the bar, the SIAC and the AGC, such as to develop Singapore into a global and regional legal hub for corporate and dispute resolution legal work which achieves fair and accurate outcomes within an efficient and effective legal system to the benefit of Singaporeans, the region and the global network? Next, Mr. Chairman, Singapore possesses a solid rule of law system for the adjudication of rights. In order for the system to be available to all who need recourse to it, what measures has MinLaw put in place to ensure that persons of limited means continue to have access to legal aid and, by extension, the courts and the legal system? After all, justice is attained only if one has access to it. Thank you.